bunch there was everyone who turned up to my Birmingham book signing on my book tour, which was last Thursday to Saturday, and oh my god, it is the most insane, crazy, overwhelming, exhausting thing I've ever done. I don't think I've ever crammed that much into the space of 3 days before. London was the first stop on the tour at Waterstones Piccadilly on the Thursday, and I was so nervous. But luckily I had Benjamin Cook with me, gorgeous Ben. He interviewed me, but he was also sort of there for moral support. I felt much less nervous with him sat next to me on the stage. After the little event where I'd done a reading of the book and answered some questions and done a little bit of singing, which was the bit that terrified me the most, we moved into a different part of the Waterstones store, and there was a little desk set up for me with all my purple Sharpies, and then everyone got into a queue, and I didn't realise how much I would love signing. There's something about the routine and the repetitive nature of taking a book and opening it and signing it and, you know, meeting lots of new people who all had different things to say. And I can't thank everyone enough for being so kind and so lovely and so wonderful. Everyone just had really lovely things to say. I didn't really do any filming on the tour because this was the first time I'd ever done anything like this, and I felt like if I watched it through the screen of my phone, I'd kind of be missing it. But what I did film was filmed in Birmingham. Now, Birmingham was ticketed, so I knew how many people were going to be there. There was 200 people at Birmingham. And when everyone queued up for the signing, I just couldn't fathom the sheer amount of people there were. Like, the queue snaked the whole way around the shop, which is why I filmed it, because I was like, 200 people is a lot of people to queue up for anything, let alone 200 people queuing up to see me. It just was weird. Like, I couldn't make the pieces fit in my own head that these people had come to see me. Like, I just didn't get it. Because I definitely don't view myself as someone famous or someone with a celebrity title. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know how I can explain this in a coherent, succinct way. Maybe I can explain it this way. In the Q&A at Birmingham, I mentioned that I love the book All My Friends Are Superheroes by Andrew Kaufman. I've said it a million times. I think it's an incredible book. And then at the end of the night in Birmingham, the people who worked at Waterstones told me that they sold out of All My Friends Are Superheroes simply because I recommended it. The fact that I had that power freaked me out. Like, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Don't know how I feel about it other than I know that it's weird. So those 200 people turning up in Birmingham freaked me out. But then the next day, we got up really early, we being me and Steffi Melrose, who is my publicist for my book. We got up really early at like 7:30 and then drove from Birmingham to Liverpool. Now, Liverpool wasn't ticketed, so I didn't really even think about how many people would show up. I thought maybe 100 at most, like maybe 100 or 150, because that was what the other events had been like. So I got about an hour and a half into the signing, and I looked at the time on my phone, and it was about 1:30, and I was like, surely we're nearing the end now. There can't be many more people to go. And I'd had like 3 cups of tea, 2 or 3 cups of tea, and like lots of water, and I was really desperate for a toilet break. So I sort of leant over to Steffi, who was helping open the book onto the right page so she could just hand it to me and I could start signing. And I was like, Steffi, surely we're nearing the end now, right? She was like, no, you've probably got like another hour and a half worth of people to go out there. And I was like, how? How? Like, how? I could only see from my desk to the door, and that's only like 20 people. I couldn't see outside, and it was only when someone in a building opposite Waterstones, quite high up, had taken a picture out the window and tweeted Waterstones saying, wow, you're busy today, did I realise how many people were there. It was between 350 and 400 people that had shown up. I was there for about 3.5 hours signing books. And I sort of had a bit of a tearful moment. And you know, I know how many subscribers I have, and I know the view counts to each of my videos, but it's really hard to relate that massive number to that many people all in the room at the same time. It's just a lot to take in. But you know, then when I'm actually given a picture of 350 to 400 people all stood outside holding my book, eagerly waiting to meet me, that was a bit too much. I was just like, holy crap! Oh my god! How? Why? What? No. I just felt incredibly humbled by the whole experience. I'm still not over it. I won't be over it for a while, I don't think, because it was just mad. Tom&Gi, I only ever get to see you sort of once in a while, and you're on holiday at the moment as well, so I've not seen you for like 2 weeks. So you only get like short little snippets of me talking about my book like once a week. But to everyone else who's been watching my videos where I don't think I've gone a video in a long while not mentioning my book, I would just like to apologise for the fact that I've been talking about it so much. I know it might sound like I'm bragging a little bit, and I don't want it to come across like that at all, because I'm just very proud and very excited about this, because it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, and it's kind of all that's been on my mind recently. And you know, these videos are about my life and what affects me and what affects my life and the things that I get to experience on a day-to-day basis, and that's kind of been a massive part of my life recently because of, you know, my book coming out and then the book tour, and it's all just kind of, my life has revolved around my book for the last few weeks. So I hope you guys understand that, and I'm really sorry if it's getting boring, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just bragging about my book. I'm very sorry if it's coming across that way. I am just very excited about it. That was a lot of talking in one video. Sorry about that. I'll shut up. Today I look like this, and I shall see you next Wednesday.